Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here on Total War Attila, Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. It's been a while since playing Attila and made a Medieval Kingdoms video, but I thought today would be a good way to get it started by playing the Battle of Stamford Bridge. So, a quick overview of the scenario. It's not going to be 100% accurate due to the fact the Stamford Bridge was 200 years before 1212, as it was in 1066, and obviously we're in the era of 1212. And also there was a bridge in the battle, but we're going to be using similar units and a similar setup in how we're going to fight this battle to kind of connect the scenarios to what we're doing here in this battle. So let's have a quick summary of the Battle of Stamford Bridge and what actually took place. So it took place at the village of Stamford Bridge, in East Riding of Yorkshire, in England on 25th September 1066, between an English army under King Harold Godwinson and an invading Norwegian force led by King Harold again, or Harold, spelled with an A instead of an O, like the King of England. It's kind of funny that. Of Hardrada. Put that in there. We'll put a link in the description to the wiki, and you can have a look, read yourself. And the English King's brother Tostig Godwinson. After a bloody battle, both Hardrada and Tostig, along with most of the Norwegians, were killed. So basically, it was a decisive, or quite a decisive victory for the English here on this battle. So, in game itself, who do we have battling? So I've got a few of the people. It's 3 guys I've never really met before, but there's 2 guys I normally quite often play with on Attila, playing with me as usual. So on the English side, defending this river, I have myself playing as the Earl of Lincolnshire, should I say, on the right flank, defending this riverbed. On the left-hand side, we have Hairy Hobbit, playing as the Earl of Norfolk. Right at the rear, we have one of our Greek friends called Easy Peasy, playing as the English King, who have been reinforcing us after about 5 minutes' time. On the other side of the river, we have Gearhawk, who's going to be playing as the King of Norway, who's going to be attacking first. And right at the rear, who'll be reinforcing him, will be Luke George Bolgener, I think that's how you pronounce it, sorry if I got it wrong, and Al Harrington, who'll be reinforcing Gearhawk also. So we have a quick look at our units, and hopefully we can get this battle on the way and see how it goes. It's quite a short battle, to be fair. It's only about 29 minutes, so it's a pretty intense battle you'll see very soon. So, the rules are in the description below if you want to have a check them out to see what kind of rules we have. Many tier 1 armies, with as many XP as they want, if they have enough money left behind, but they have I have allowed ×4 tier 2 units, so you might see a few of those cutting around the battlefield. So on this left, or the right flank should I say, I'm holding this riverbed myself. This is mainly my side that me and Hobbit decided to do. So I've got my sergeants at the front here looking pretty awesome, because obviously these guys have got pretty good shields. They're going to hold out at the front at the moment in case we get barraged by crossbows or archers. Behind those we have some Bill Militia, and behind those we have some more sergeants of the English King. Behind them, just standing by for more mini defence sort of thing. So that's kind of our frontline sort of defence. At the rear, I have some more Bill Militia standing by at the rear, so they're not going to be enraged with the crossbows or archers, which is very key. Don't want to lose them needlessly. Over here, I have some yeoman archers. At the rear, I have the Earl of Lincoln himself with heavy shot cavalry. Behind him, I have the mounted sergeants of the English King. Only tier 1, so not amazing, but you know this battle's all tier 1, so it's kind of fair. Moving over here, we have the more yeoman archers of my men. And I have some more Bill Militia there at the rear of Hobbit's defence, because he doesn't have any spears. He brought all melee sword infantry for this battle. Okay, moving behind my yeoman archers here, we have Harry Hobbit's 90 retinue of the English King, times by 2, standing by because he loves his cav. He absolutely takes the fucking piss of him. I'm my French there, but he does love a bit of cheeky cav. Especially in sieges when he runs them out and absolutely annihilates you. It's not fun. Next to my yeoman archers, he has his own yeoman archers himself. I think maybe the battle might be beginning here. No, it's not. We're good. We've got time. We've got time. Here we have some more sergeants. Behind them, more sergeants high. Basically, loads of sergeant high. And some more yeoman archers. And obviously the Earl of Norfolk himself. Right at the rear here, we have the King of England. Right here in his heavy shot cavalry, tier 1, he's an early king. With his massive 12-unit army here, ready to reinforce us, who are holding the river for us against the Norwegians. So he has a lot of yeoman or archer sergeants here. There's 3 of those there, and also another 3 archer sergeants there. So he's got a lot of archers coming to reinforce us. I think that's going to be the kind of a main key in this battle. It's going to be our longbowmen or archers in this game, because we have a better range compared to the Norwegians. We have the knightly retinue on both sides, I believe. Yeah, we do indeed. And behind them, we have a lot of sergeants of the English king. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 of them there. 5, 6. We have some of the footy knightly retinue of the English king, times by 3. So we've got a pretty beastly army ready to reinforce us. It's going to be pretty cool. Let's move over to Gearhawk's army before he begins this attack here. So Gearhawk, his army. Let's kind of have a look, because obviously we couldn't really fully see this during the battlefield. So let's have a little look what he's got here. So he's got at the front of his army, he's got the Vape Pnir. I think that's how you pronounce it. There'll be someone below tell me how to pronounce it properly, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Tablemen, these guys are really good. Heavy melee infantry, their stats are ridiculous. Look at that. Oh, maybe not. Missile burst. I'm thinking of these dudes. 80 missile block chance, the guy I was talking about. Thinking about, should I say, during the battle, because that is ridiculous. In other words, these guys are pretty much immortal towards archers. They're pretty much going to just knock them off and just walk through laughing. So he's got some of those guys and 3 tablemen. Behind them, he has some candlemen, heavy spear infantry, of course, very key. And his 5 crossbow herdmen, which was kind of his plan, was to use those. They're going to be his key units, one of his key units in this battle, to try and annihilate our lines, to break up the defence on the rivers and push through, which I believe is what he was trying to do, which you'll see very soon. Behind him, he has a lot of cavalry hiding here. The Radeers high, times by 2, and some early ones actually there. Very well trained. You can see they got 1 gold chevron. Moving across again, we've got some more Radeers high and early. Kind of squadded them together, high and early together, which is pretty good techniques, the tactics there to use. It's not putting just really good units together. He's kind of mixed them up, so they've kind of got a, everyone's going to be effective. Over here again, he's got some more heavy melee infantry. These guys are an absolute nightmare, backed up by some heavy melee infantry, tablemen, more candlemen, and of course the King Ings of Norway. And I think the battle's about to begin here, but so let's move over here before it actually fully does begin. One of these armies here, I don't know who these are, who's who, because I wasn't in the battle, I couldn't quite see these guys. Obviously, one of them is Al Harrington. I believe that's how you pronounce his name again. And one of them is Luke George of Bologna. I think that's how it's pronounced. So we've got some Orkney Islanders, some bow infantry. We've got some Vaponeers, these heavy melee infantry, which are an absolute nightmare. Foot Radeers. Behind them, we have the Radeer Earlies on cavalry. That's pretty much it, really. It's nothing. No, there's only a few units in there, but still quite a menacing force. It's kind of got a nice stretched out over here, but obviously the other man here has decided to keep them nice and blocked. Different sort of layout here. So we've got the Hanseatic Lancers maybe. The Necks high, heavy shot cavalry. Behind the Orkney Islanders, which is obviously medium bow infantry. Herdmen, medium infantry. Some foot Radeers. Behind them, some more Orkney Islanders, Herdmen, and the Necks high. So there is the battle plan. There is the men fighting this battle. And I believe we've already begun. The movement has already begun here. And it has. The battle has begun already. The first movements from Gearhawk onto our lines has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I would be wishing them good luck. They're going to need it. So, Gearhawk, a very good player. So he kind of started the king of Norway. And he's going to be kind of starting this attack to try and break our lines to allow his reinforcement army, his 2 bodies, to come in and assist and break through completely. Whilst we wait out and defend until our friend Easy Peasy arrives with the English King's army. So we'll see how this goes. It's not long now until the battle begins here, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, he's got a massive force. He's going to be using his Vaponeers, heavy melee infantry, to kind of just push straight down the middle, because he's got that, what's called a missile block chance, just to literally just walk up to us and have no effect. Which was, we kind of realised that quite soon, after firing a few randoms and realising it's doing absolutely fuck all. So we had to change tactics and just not engage these guys. But we'll see what happens here. Here he goes, he's advanced his guys, absolute menacing dudes. Why would you want to mess with that, like, seriously? As you can see, our first volley of rounds came in. I don't think we've managed to kill any of them. But here we go, more rounds. Just bouncing off them. Look, no one is getting wounded whatsoever here. Look, no deaths. And that was fresh volleys from our archers. And it had no effect whatsoever. So we knew we were going to have a bit of a trouble here with these guys. And they're going to be our biggest worry, which they do turn out to be. And he's moving his Gearhawk. Gearhawk's moving his crossbows into play this battle now to get this underway. He's also doing the very same here. He's very strategically picked his men and how to use this on this map and how he's going to advance them. He split his army down in half, as you can see. Maybe if he split his crossbows, maybe that might be too much. But it looks like he's going to try and concentrate everything on one side, to break through one side, which I think was his plan was. If he hits and breaks through one side, then that's kind of their opening to win this battle, which I'm pretty sure that was his plan. But only Gearhawk knows that. We're just saying what we're seeing. Comes his crossbow herdman. Trying to get in firing range here. As you can see, my yeoman archers are moving out the range of the crossbows here. Keep a good micromanagement there to ensure that I do not lose these yeoman archers, as the crossbows will do a lot of damage to my men. Firing a volley off into the cross herdman here now. They're sustaining some pretty heavy casualties. Well, 4. And there's another 2. So yes, let's watch this again.
Should we aid them?
Well, we are aiding them by firing our yeoman archers. So, Gearhawks here. Why have they got their swords out, I don't know. But fair enough, if that's what they want to do. They think they can hit us with their swords from this side of the river, but whatever floats their boats. We're going to just try and watch a volley here from my men on the other side of the river. I'm just chilling in our range, which he's now moving them out now. Comes a volley there. Look at that. Oh, carnage. A few guys got slaughtered there. Some more rounds come flying in. Looks like they're engaging back now towards our defence in the middle. Let's go and see what's going on there. See how bad these guys are sustaining fire. Taking a lot of fire from their men. It looks like they're aiming directly for our sergeants high. Or Harry Hobbit sergeants. As you can see, I've lost 7 men there. And 4 men from the front rank. Obviously his Vapeneer is just standing by in the middle, just waiting for a chance to get their swords red. The English blood. Taking a lot of damage there. Wow. Absolute carnage from the yeoman archers of the Earl of Norfolk's men. Harry Hobbit's men taking some pretty bad damage onto the crossbow herdman on the other side here. Wonderful volley there. Right, he's decided to move his men out, I believe. I think here we go. This is where it starts to begin. Looks on the right hand side here. We've got this first engagement is about to begin here. This is a nasty looking sight. Got my Bill militia standing by the front here, ready to take on these Vapeneer's heavy melee infantry. Standing by behind, we've got some sergeants high. Here we go. This might be where it starts. Oh, there comes some backup just in case. Some table men. Who's starting to attack first? We shall see. Oh, it looks like it's going to happen here. Here we go. Well, it is all kicking off now on all fronts. The left side is now engaged in melee combat, so the timer for reinforcements has now begun. I believe it's about to happen here on the right side also. Let's go in slow motion here. be a gruesome fight already. Epic one, to say the least. So, Gearhawk's moved his men now into a versus melee fight here, so it's going to get really interesting to see how we can try and break through our defences. As you've noticed, he's started off as the king of Norway, whereas our king has started at the rear. So we're starting off with less men than him. We have been selected, or been set the rules to have only 9 units each, including the king, or the earl. So there's only 18 of the English here at the moment versus 20 of the Norwegians. But due to the fact we are holding a river, it makes it very difficult for the attacking side to try and break through, as you can clearly see here. But they're actually doing really well. The Sergeant English King are getting absolutely getting owned at the moment, really, considering on the defence. But we'll see what happens. Let's go back over to here to the Bill Militia. My Bill Militia are actually doing pretty well. I've only managed to lose about 34 guys, which is too bad. But I think what's helping with that situation down there on the right hand side is maybe because of the fact I don't have any crossbows. On the left hand side there's a shit ton of them. But what we're doing to manage that, to try and get rid of that, is using our yeoman archers' range to stay out of range of their crossbows and just chop them down. As you can see over here, these crossbows here are starting to waver, due to the fact there's only 21 left out of 120 men. Now Gearhawk's now pushing in and kind of committing more men to this fight here. He's going to send some more tailmen maybe into battle here, or is he just going to hold them at the rear, standing by for the next attack? Let's see what he does here. It's more blood and gore. Let's have a bit of a ganders of death. One off a bit of slow-mo. Not much death in that slow-mo. Gay. Okay, Gearhawk's now got himself in a pretty decent formation, standing by the rear of his tailed men as his 8 Buccaneers, which is still worrying because he's only committed this one set of tailed men at the moment. But our main worry is these guys here. So he's still not committed his best men to this bout yet, so this side is kind of faltering. Look how many men we've lost, and he's only committed one set of melee infantry in there, so he could actually, honestly, he could break through this if he kind of committed all his men and breaking through. Which I think he does. Let's have a look on the left side here now. I've moved my... it looks like we've got some cavalry here from Gearhawk. Moving in. The Radeon early. Moving in. He's got some more of the Vateneers trying to punch through the line here. A big charge here from his medium. Massive commitment to start this full contact here. And a guy lost his head. He's in the water. Oh, mate. Wash that off. Might help you out. Sure you don't get infected. Saying these waters are probably not very pleasant. But yeah, I brought my the Earl of Lincoln in to kind of assist with the have a set brace on, which is obviously one of his powers, more or less, to brace my men and gives them more sort of stats for a short period of time. I saw his cavalry coming in there, so I wanted to brace up in case we could they try to break through. There's a lot of death down there. There's going to be a lot of death here to my Bill Militia. They're going to take a lot of wounds. As we can hear the slow march forward, Harry Hobbit's moving his sergeants through, advancing into the front defence of my Bill Militia, who are now starting to waver due to the pulmonary. And they've broken through, moving to the next line just one by one. Gearhawk is slowly breaking through our defence here on the right hand side. But nonetheless, we do have men standing by. But we could lose this if we're not careful with what we do here. As you can see here now, Gearhawk is now moving his Radeon early shock cavalry to try and probably squeeze by, which is probably what he's going to be doing right now. And what we might need to do is plug that hole to prevent him from getting around. And essentially, if his cavalry manages to get around our army, he can just start picking off units one by one with that amount of men. So we're going to have to plug that hole immediately, as what I'm doing now is sending my mounted sergeants to plug the hole to prevent them from getting out of this riverbed. I kind of moved my Bill Militia just in time to slow them down a little bit, and I'm going to slowly bring in here, as you can see, standing by now, my melee cavalry, As you can see now, he's brought his sergeants, his cavalry here, and I'm plugging the hole. There we go, plugged. Plugged. That was a pretty swift prevention there. I've got my Earl of Lincoln kind of boosting. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. That's actually Gearhawk's man boosting some power on that side. I'm going to send my Bell Militia here to try and help plug this hole also. We do not want at all their men breaking through, especially a mass amount of cavalry. On the left side, there's nothing going on now. It seems that Gearhawk has pulled his men out and concentrating on the right. He's still losing a massive amount of men here in his crossbowmen, taking a massive sustained fire from him march. They can't really do anything about it, other than just keep moving away. And there's also going to be an assault here, conducted. Look at this. This is a heroic charge by a few men. Last men breaking through the defence to try and charge our men. We shall see how this goes for Gearhawk. I think they're stuck in the mosh pit of defence there. We've kind of totally lost that move in unit. We saw a unit running in. Now they're gone. They've been sucked into the defence. Oh, here we go. This one dude. He's definitely part of that defence. Here we go. Charge, men. Oh, he's lone survivor. He's on his own. Do it, man. You can do it. All alone. Go. Charge. Stand there. Stab. My team's coming. And, oh, getting hit. But this guy's got to love his helmet. He's got to live. He's got to live. Yeah. Take my candy stick. Yeah. A flag on the end. Oh, he's talking to himself. Oh. Alright. Come on, kill him. Kill someone. Just do it. Just do it. Whoa, what's he doing? Whoa, dude's going mad.
This is Sparta!
What a legend! Oh, whoa, yes. Our new buddy. Where's our candlestick man? Oh, he's doing good. Where's our other dude? This dude here. Look him, look! Whoop! Whoop! Man, this guy's a ledge. He jumped up there and did splits. Come on, you got to. If he dies, that'd be very sad. Candleman? Candleman's still attacking. Oh. Yeah. Get him. We should really see what's going on the other side. Yeah, let's go back to the other side. Sorry, Candleman and the splits dude. I think we've just plugged the hole, yeah. We've just plugged this hole. It's very quiet. And there we go, death. Death upon death. Swords. Blood. Guts. Metal through flesh. Fucking hell. Let's just take a moment to look at the carnage of these horses and just everything. Cue the music. Right, okay, my mic was still muted because I kind of went cue the music. And, yeah, we're back on the left side. And what I was saying was, these guys are going again, and the Candleman is dead. He's not dead. Oh my god. Yes, and he's going in alone again. Sorry, we've got to watch this guy again. We've got to watch this guy again. We've got to watch this guy again. Go. Go, son. Oh, yep, you stop. Oh! It's Candleman versus our buddy, who did a jump. This is epic. This is epic. Oh my god, this is like the best showdown ever. Candleman versus Mustachio.
Fight.
Bump, 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 bump. Who will win? Oh, Oh, I broke my candlestick. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, Candleman, close. Archer's really close. No. Keep on them. Candleman. Come on, Mustachio. You got a big Candleman, but that's Gearhawk's man. Yes! Big strike! Oh, he missed. Mustachio. No, he made him push him back. The candlestick pushed him back. Oh, he's moving on to other bigger things now. Where is he? Oh, he's there, look. He's got another target as well. These guys are legends. Okay, right, let's just stop concentrating on just two dudes in an entire battle. Whoa, what's Gearhawk doing here? Actually, right, pause. Wait one. Right, okay, what's happened in the last 2 minutes of we just looking at those two guys is the reinforcing armies have now arrived. Okay, it's kind of a big thing. Essentially, the timing's up. The reinforcing armies are now en route, as you can see here. So let's get back in this battle here and see what's going on. So on the right-hand side here, they're still trying to break through on the right here. The English army's arriving. The English King's army split down two. Easy peasy has sent one to this left side using the crossbows. Also sent someone to the right side, also to me. The guys at the rear have sent a lot of cavalry up here to assist on Gearhawk's attack to try and break through, which they're actually managed to do here. As I'm only holding out with 41 mounted sergeants. Taking a massive volley of fire here. Wow! Oh my god. More volleys. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not surprised that they're running. That is just absolutely brutal there. But whoever that is, good shooting. Managed to break up my Bill militia. Just standing by, just for the defence. It looks now, unfortunately, my mounted sergeant's now pulling back, which is not a good indication here. But luckily for me, the Knight of Retinia, the English King, is coming in for the reinforcement of my defence here to help hold back this cavalry and trying to massively commit themselves to get through my defence here. As you can see, the cavalry on an unprecedented scale here is going to try and push through, which is going to be an absolute sight to see. This is a good sight for Gearhawk. We've lost some of our men. They're going to try and break through massively here. Left side's not looking too. Left side's looking pretty bleak as well. Looks like Gearhawk has managed to break through, pushing his tablemen in against my Bill militia. Cavalry breaking through. As everything's going on at the moment. The Knight of Retinia, the English King, easy peasy, has brought his cavalry here to prevent this cavalry, if it really is, from attacking our yeoman archers, which is very well done there by easy peasy. But it also looks like there's a massive amount of cavalry about to break through on the left flank. Let's see what happens here. This is where it's happening. This is where, like, we've got enough men going to the left flank, which might be able to prevent that assault from going through and succeeding. But this is our main issue. This cavalry. We just need to plug this hole and hold our defence the best we can. But they've got these Orkney Islanders just giving us hell. This is not looking good. The amount of cavalry here is absolutely disgusting. Cavalry's just horses being killed there. I believe it's one of the Englishmen there, killed by one of the Candlemen of Norway. This is not looking pleasant whatsoever. Also, I'm bringing back my mounted sergeants here to assist. Not doing too much, but, you know, what can we do? Oh, Lincoln moving up to assist these guys, give them some more boost. Let's move over to this left flank here, see what's going down in Chinatown. It looks like the mid infantry is now being broken here. Wow. Got some Candlemen standing by to move somewhere on this battlefield. A lot more cavalry and Knight of Retinia moving up and around. Whoa, look at that. Volley fire there from the English King's archers. Another volley fire. You can see them up in the hill now, standing by to assist our men. He's also going to send some more men down here. Easy peasy now getting his men involved, which is fantastic for us. Let's look on the left flank. The cavalry still holding back. As we can see here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of men, a lot of moving parts. The Vapeneers ×2 are moving in. ×3 actually. Wow, that's quite a depressing sight. There's a lot more cavalry on this side as well. There's also 4 more cavalry on this side, which is not good because we're kind of open. It's going to be quite easy for them to break through if they're good enough.
Our men are breaking off.
There's a massive assault here of a massive blob of army. Oh, look at that. The English Knights, or the English King's men, pushing in, taking on the Vapeneers head on. So you both heavy military taking on each other. This is going to be an interesting fight. We will win this too. We win this battle here. We'll find out very soon. But let's hope. Let's hope it's the English sergeants. We actually outnumber them by 10. That could make a massive difference. My Bill Militia managed to hold off against their tablemen, which is quite surprising. We've got a massive charge here with the sergeants high. Here we go. Looks like the men are starting to waver. They're tired. They're starting to get weak. This is the turning point of the battle now. They've managed to get... Oh no, they've managed to unplug us themselves. And get around the rear of their cavalry here. There really is. Oh, here we go. Here he comes. A massive amount of cavalry. I'm going to push through here now. Look at that. Wow. Just literally just barging through here. This is not looking good, but we got a lot of cavalry here. Oh, we got a lot of foot United retinue of Lincoln moving away. I believe Harry Hobbit now is coming in to assist me with his Earl of Norfolk, which is there, and also the English King himself might be coming over to assist also, as we're about to take a big hit here from the Radeons against our sergeants who are now moving, which is never a good thing, to the court whilst moving from the cavalry, which is going to absolutely plunder them into the ground. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Not a good sight for the English. But Earl of Lincoln, my own Earl, is coming to push them away, to scare away the Radeons. Yes, run away, you fools. Run. Get away from my English Radeon. Oh, English. What are they? What are they? The English King's sergeants, get away. Oh, they're not even... Not worried. Oh, they're coming back for some more. They're like, you know what? Fuck you, Earl of Lincoln. We'll have some of that. Ooh, this is really badly breaking up here now. Let's just slow it down here again. And look what's going on both sides. Let's pause. Whew. Fresh. Breather. Quiet. Peace. Okay. This is turning. It's about even. Well, in regards to the man count, it doesn't seem even. With 585, well, actually, correction, with 584 men up compared to the Norwegians. But they have managed to break over the river, which is our main objective. They could still win, because the amount of cavalry they have, kind of, in a way, I think outnumbers us. Let's have a quick count of how much cavalry they have compared to us. We have 1 there, 2 which is wavering, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cavalry we have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 which is wavering, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I don't really count that one. That was pretty much gone. So they have 8. They pretty much have 1 more cavalry more on. So that's not going to be a massive difference. It's going to be very difficult for the win now because our 500 more men will kind of sway the battle into our favour here. But we'll see what they try and do to try and break us and kind of annihilate us here. We shall soon see. Committing a lot more men into this battle here. You can see the herdmen are pushing through, trying to get to these sergeants high. And they're taking a lot of death, a lot of casualties here. As you can see, taking a lot of damage. Oof. Goodbye. A lot of herdmen pushing through, also trying in to assist. To try and maybe break through my Bill Militia, we'll see. Over here, this is where it's happening right now. The key elements. Oh, they're about to push some serious cavalry through in the middle. Straight through the middle. Very bold, really earlies. They're shaken at the moment, attacked in the rear. Which is by my the English King's Sergeants High. But they've managed to squeeze through, all 58 of them, and get amongst the sergeants. Looks like we've managed to break off the Radeons. Here comes some more of the knightly retinue of the English King, and absolutely scaring them to death and making them waver completely. Fantastic. Great teamwork there by me, Hobbit, and Easy Peasy to kind of work together to try and annihilate their cavalry charge on the right. It's kind of obsolete now. It's one cavalry unit here, and they're obviously the King English of Norway himself. That's all they really got. All they've really got on this side now for them, really, is their melee, which could be in trouble if they, if our cavalry's kind of knock them down. It looks like on this side here now, we've kind of plugged the gap due to the English king. We've 100% got more numbers now, and we're definitely going to break this side off. I think we can hold this side. It's the right side is my worry now. We'll see what they can do. I'm actually really impressed how they've managed to break through. How have they got so much cavalry? Well, the cavalry isn't over yet. They've still got a ton of cavalry, which is going to be. I don't know how we're gonna how we solve this. Their crossbow. I thought their archers are going to be the main problem here, but clearly it's not. It's their cavalry still. Got men running somewhere. Oh, I see these dudes here. I would be. Look at there's only 32 left of them. Go on, boys, get back in there. Get amongst it. Oh, it looks like we got the melee infantry attacking. Someone's sending some Radeons around the side again. Cheeky, cheeky. Using those flanks very well, I must admit. Very well. This side here is more or less under control now. They've only got one crossbow unit, which is going to be almost annihilated now. Look, here we go. Oof. Just taking casualties on an unprecedented level here. More shots. Oh. Okay, cool. Cool story, bro. But yeah, it looks like we've managed to overwhelm them. We should be good there. Here's where it's at now. This cavalry. This cavalry. It's just never ending. Oh, the Earl of Lincoln standing fast. Come at me, bro. Looks like I'm committing some of my yeoman archers here. I've lost ammunition to attack. It's quite funny, that. Oh, some more cavalry coming in now. I wonder what it's like to be one of these guys on the ground. Because I'm riding a horse like this in battle. It would be an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it? That is a serious blob. Just catapulting that, could you imagine? Let's slow this down and just take a good view. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of fucking death. Here comes the charge of the Norwegian cavalry, trying to break through our line, which I think they may be able to do if they can manage just to break through our infantry, which there looks like, oh, maybe. Can they break through? Norwegian flag still flying high, with the English in the background, flying higher. They're pushing through. They're pushing through. Here they come. Here they come. Here it comes. The wrath of the Norwegian cavalry. Where are they going? We're about to see a tremendous cavalry attack here. Straight against the English king. Oh, he's going for the yeoman archers, or some sort of archers here. Oh, chopping them down. No chance for those dudes. No chance. If only some of those guys to get away, there was no chance for them. The English king coming in to intervene here. Where is he? Where is he with his massive helmet? That sounded fucking gay, but don't quote me on that. Where is he? Where's the king? Is he away? You must find him. Found him! Here he is, the English king himself. When you try and locate the king of Norway next. Look at him looking at him. Who wants some? Who wants some? You? Oh, is that all you got? Have some of that, you. I'm a bit, out of my ear. There. Who are we fighting here? Oh, it is! Oh, it's the English king. Oh, this is the next.
Dark day. Our general has died at enemy hands.
Oh no, the Earl of Lincoln has managed to fall within this battle. Let's say sending in some more necks to break through our archer sergeants here. He should have really gone in to assist his other necks, which I would have done personally. Which might not make a difference due to the English king. It's pretty badass. Over here, Harry Hobbit's managed to get a massive amount of cavalry here. The knight retinue to break through the rear of the Norwegian defence and smashing into these Orkney Islanders and making them roll. Wow, good job. It looks like we've officially broken off the defence here, the attack, should I say, on the left flank here completely. He's utterly on the back foot here. The battle is coming to a close. With 3 minutes left of this battle. I'm pretty sure the battle has now come to an outcome of an English wing, but you never know. Anything can happen in war. So I couldn't even start to imagine what it would be like to battle back in those days, like with swords. Like, I've done section attacks and training with the military, fighting more or less, but imagine being tired, fatigued, running at an enemy, and then having to fight him in melee combat. But not just having to fight one, but literally once you're in there, you're fighting for your life against every other bad guy on the opposite army. You could just think of that, being in a battle, middle of the thick of it, right? You're in the thick of it, and there's just hundreds of guys around you, all wanting to kill you because they all want to survive themselves. That's just crazy, isn't it?
We have gained the upper hand.
It's just mad. It seems like we've gained the upper hand now in this battle, so to speak. Looks like the English are pushing through, charging, running in, fresh legs, just running in there, showing how fierce we are. Looks like men are starting to wave out a lot of white flags there in the distance. Okay, the drums going. This is carnage.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Looks like our men have wavered here on this side. Oh, there's Headless Nick. Our line still prevails. Our line still prevails. Hold the line is the words for this battle. This scene here is hold the line. As you can see, they're wonderfully held with that man ripping the Norwegian's head off. Once again, another head removed. It's a day of death. But the Norwegians have managed to break our men here. It's actually the Fure, the general of the Norwegians. They're a general of one of their armies. Wonderful attack here by the Norwegians. A massive turnaround for them. I don't think it's going to go good when these sergeants get here to kind of punish him. Well, I think we aim for these general here, which is now wavered. He's gone. He's now dead. That will be a massive blow for their army, which is happening right here. All their men are starting to waver one by one after they've lost their general. There's no command left on the battlefield here. Look at them, absolute running now, knowing their defeat. Their doom is just lurking on the other side of the river. They know what's waiting for them. Will they want to dare and carry on fighting? They've made the right decision. There's one guy's left, and there we go. A Pyrrhic victory. Oh, Pytheric. Pyrrhic. I don't know how to pronounce it either. You know, my grammar is shocking. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A pretty awesome battle. I must say, I did thoroughly enjoy playing the battle and also re-going over it and commentating it. It was a pretty cool battle in the end there. Very gruesome. We've got some pretty gruesome shots. We can still see it in the background there. Just the amount of death on those rivers crossings. I love them. Oh, don't love death. That's kind of just a bit weird. But, okay. I hope you enjoyed that little scenario. I don't think there's going to be a second part to this, as it's kind of just a one-off battle with a few guys, a Battle of Stamford Bridge. But I'll probably do some more if I can get some more scenarios put together. But yeah, I'll see you next episode, guys. And I hope you enjoyed that battle as much as I did. And I'll see you soon.